Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into the details of this hair. So starting out, I'm going to just go ahead and say this hair is amazing. So this hair is from HairEverywhereSales.com. They also have an Instagram. It is at HairEverywhereSales. And they are pretty much known pretty well for their the affordability of their hair. So they have bundle deals starting at $150 for 3 bundles and up, and then they also have frontals. They have wigs, I believe, as well as like the 360 frontals and all of that. So the hair that I am wearing today is the Malaysian body wave. I have it in a 12-inch frontal, and I have 4 bundles. I have bundles 20, 22, 24, and 26 inches. Yes, I got my inches, y'all. I love my inches. So I did use those bundles in that frontal to go ahead and make it into a wig. I always use a Spanish stone cap, and I pretty much just make a wig using that, and that is what I'm wearing right now. I've never really gotten hair that I just did not really care for from any company that I've ever purchased from, so I would say that I'm pretty lucky in that aspect to not have had to deal with any of that. So just speaking on this hair, it is, like I said, from the inches 12 all the way to 26, so there is a huge length difference in there. I kind of razored the front, the 12-inch, so that it can kind of blend in a little bit more, and it looks more like a bang rather than it's just a straight blunt 12 inches, and then we go down all the way to 20. A little look at how long this hair is. I'm 6 feet tall, so 26 inches usually comes to my butt, a little bit lower than my belt. So this is where my belt is. So 26 inches of goodness. So it is very full. So what I really like is how, like, you can just see how thick it is. And then as you get closer to the end, sorry, the ends are really dry. So that's one thing. But so as you get closer to the ends, it's tapered, which I really like, because you don't want it full from head all the way down to the tips, because it just doesn't look realistic. So this kind of tapers down, which I really like. It is very, not yucky, but it's not very, like, it's not silky to where it doesn't match my hair texture. Like, this matches my hair texture, in my opinion, very well. If I were to, like, want to do a sew-in or something like that where I would need some leave out, I believe it would blend very well. This is similar to the actual curl pattern or the wave pattern that it comes with. It is the body wave. It's wet, it's a little bit more wavier. This is actually after a couple of days of it being washed and me brushing through it and putting it in a ponytail and doing all of that stuff. So now I have straightened it before. It does straighten pretty well, and it does hold heat. Like, it will burn your hands after as you're like flat iron it. So the hair definitely holds heat. Also, like, what I did notice, so if you were to go outside and it's very humid outside, it's going to get really frizzy. So like, it's frizzy right now because it is kind of humid outside and the wind's blowing and everything like that. So it is kind of frizzy. Like, as you can see like the little strands of stuff kind of poking out here and there. I don't necessarily have to brush it often, unless it's like where it's, you know, outside, like what I just said, it's humid outside and stuff like that and windy. But other than that, the hair will pretty much stay in a good place on its own, without me having to brush it constantly. It doesn't tangle. There are maybe like a few kinks here and there whenever I'm like playing with my hair and I'm throwing it back and I'm pulling it forward and I'm combing through it and like I'm putting it in a ponytail and doing like that. Obviously, like, you wouldn't comb your natural hair if you were to do all of that stuff, and you may, you know, run into a kink here and there. It's the same thing with this hair. I would definitely say it's not bad in that aspect. Shedding, it does shed a little bit. I don't necessarily like usually have like clumps of hair falling out or anything like that, but when I do brush the hair, I do notice like some breakage a little bit. Nothing to where it's going to make a noticeable difference over a period of time. I usually do not cut my wefts until I get to the very top. So the only bundles that I do cut is the shortest bundle, which in this case would be the 20 inches, just because as I get closer to the top, I don't want it to be really bulky. So in that case, I always cut it so that it's more flat. So anytime I have shedding, I make all my wigs the same way. So anytime I have shedding with any hair company, I always just kind of take it back to the fact that I did cut some of my wefts. So anytime you cut your wefts, anytime you do some type of damage to that weft, it is going to shed, which is, I mean, your natural hair sheds. So, you know, you can't really say, oh, this hair sheds, it's not a good hair company. So, I mean, but like I said, it's not coming out in like handfuls and buckets of hair. So definitely it's good in my opinion. Now, going back into what I was talking about with the tips being kind of dry. So I did bleach this hair. I bleached it to a very light, like almost blonde, and then I dyed it this purple like tint or whatever you want to call it. So I did bleach it and it did kind of maintain its wave pattern, but it does seem like it's a little bit more dry. And the thing that I did wrong in this case was I didn't necessarily see how it was before I colored it. Like, I didn't wear it before I dyed it. Or did I? I think I wore it for like a day, but it was still kind of wet because I had washed it, and then I went ahead and colored it. So I don't really know how the ends were to start out with, like if it was really dry or if it was just like if it was dry to start out with, or me coloring it kind of, you know, dried the hair out, which I'm pretty sure it did, because anytime you put bleach on something, it could possibly damage it. So that possibly happened in this case. I honestly don't know, and I'm not a professional, so who knows, I probably left it on too long or whatever. Whenever I'm washing this hair and I'm like conditioning it, it's so soft. So I think it might just be that I'm not putting enough like oil on it or something like that, because I usually don't put oil on it because I don't like the oily, like the look of the oily hair. As far as the hair company goes, I really do like HairEverywhereSales, but I'm going to say, in a sense, their customer service is not very, I would not give their customer service 100%. And the only reason I would say this is because so I ordered from them a long time ago, and I had got a frontal, and the frontal was supposed to be 13 by 4. And so I got the frontal and it was like 13 by 2. It was a very short, like short frontal. And so I emailed them, you know, telling them like, this is old news obviously, but still, like, you know, I don't think, nothing probably has changed, I don't know. But I emailed them, you know, telling them that the frontal that they have on the website versus the frontal that I received were like completely different, and I never heard back from them. But you know, I sometimes give places second chances to kind of redeem themselves, and I have ordered from them since, and their hair has always been, their hair itself has always been, you know, up to par, minus that little frontal situation. Shipping goes, so it literally took me maybe a week and a half to get my hair. So between the time that I placed the order, so it goes from placing your order to the order being fulfilled, which is a couple of days, and then from fulfilled to shipped, and then from shipped to you getting it. So it took, like I said, like a week or so for me to get it. And so compared to other hair companies that I've ordered from, that is on the longer end of things. But if you need your hair right away, definitely either order in advance from HairEverywhere, because it could take longer than 7 days. It has taken longer for me. So I know that this is like, that has been a reason why a lot of people have not ordered from them before. That, and then the fact that it's very hard to get into contact with them. And then, so yeah, if you're going to order from them, make sure you order plenty of time from where you need your hair. And then also, like, don't expect it to come right away, because it's not. Like, don't sit at your mailbox waiting, because you're gonna be sitting there for a while. Like, go at home, go inside, you know, watch some TV, eat you some popcorn, chill for a week, and then go back out and check, and maybe it'll be out there. But so that's one thing that a lot of people really don't like about HairEverywhere. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. Like I said, their prices are very good, and because of their prices, I think they can get away with it being on the longer end of taking, you know, taking a little bit longer to get. For me, I wasn't in a rush to get my hair, so it wasn't too bad for me. I'm a wig wearer, an avid wig wearer, so if I don't have, I'm waiting on hair, I still have other wigs that I can choose from. So it was not a big deal for me. Okay, so they have, so I just looked at the website, y'all. They have 3 bundles and a free closure for $150. $175 will get you 3 bundles and a free frontal. So I mean, that's what I'm saying, like these deals are very good, you know. So I mean, I would be willing to wait, maybe, you know. So as far as like hair origin, they have Brazilian, Malaysian, Peruvian, European, and Indian. As far as hair texture goes, they have the straight, loose wave, curly, kinky curly, deep wave, deep body wave, and then regular body wave, which I have in right now. So yeah, I would definitely go and take a look at their website, and I mean, just look and see if you find something that you really like. And they also have a code for 15% off, so it's like $15 off, like $135 for 3 bundles and a closure. Like it really is like, I mean, come on now. Now as far as their shipping and like delivery, they have a little disclosure on here saying that you typically receive your package between 5 and 7 business days. I mean, 7 days. I definitely recommend this hair. I recommend the hair company, as long as you don't have problems. If you have problems, then you know it might be a little hard. But oh, and then they also do free color, y'all. Free color. I never do it because it's gonna take even longer, but free color. Like, you just post a picture or you tell them what color you want, and then they'll do it and they'll send it to you like that. So I feel like I've talked a lot. This will conclude my Hair Everywhere Sales Malaysian Body Wave review. I hope you all found this video very, very, very helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment if you choose to do so, and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for some more videos.